Well. Welcome back, everybody. I realized that I'm using constantly the same thumbnail, so I thought, well, you know what? Time to pimp it up a little bit, so that actually, the drawing of the magical girl story is actually having a different thumbnail to compared to the rest of the reading that, and hopefully, I will be done for in an hour, and then, we're gonna get all good onto it. I think that's correctly how. I hope you're all going to be enjoying today, and let's get going on this. So today I actually went. I work itself actually. It's so much fun to play around with toys. It's always great. Well, there are actually. Yeah, my head. Sorry. Really. Well, technically I had to work with flickering light, that's why. So, yeah, we're going to be working on this thing, and we're going to make this as low as 2 it's going to be 2 MB, so we can only have 2 MB at all costs. So if we go above the 2 MB, so that is around I believe it is actually it is quite easily to be possible to get that low, but yeah, first things first, we need to see if this thing is on the same line. Yes, it is. Now we're gonna be looking for what we're gonna be drawing. Well, I had a lovely thing idea. So we're gonna get this magical girl story up and running. So go for like, yeah, let's go for that. Let's go for this big, book effect. You know how books work, right? You have a book, you have a big giant book. So this is a lovely piece of equipment, like so. So this is a book, right? And then you're gonna go for like, I don't know, something like this, and then get lovely tooth into it. That is a lovely book. So that is indeed a lovely book indeed. Now we need to actually lower this down so that we can get it a little bit more cooler looking. So this is the idea, you're gonna get this lovely book. Oh, why is there an undip? Oh wait, what? Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? I removed the restraints on this. That's not good. Right, yes. No. Hold on. Reset. There you go. So I want to have like this kind of effect to it. And then I want to have like lovely teeth in the middle. So I want to go for like this. And then have right over here we have that thing. So we have this. And then go down to this side. And have this book be like so. So we don't have the deal with the stuff, so technically this is supposed to be like so. And then we have like so. And then we don't need to have this eye right here. So if we're gonna go for this, that would be good. Alright, that is not. Nah, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. Alright. On this, probably yes. So the idea is like we're gonna be making a thumbnail and hopefully it's gonna be done in 1 hour, but I need to figure out what I'm gonna be drawing here. So it's all sketchy. There you go. So now we need to get this over down. Then transform it so that it gets in the way. So this is like a lovely magic. Well, this is a lovely story, so that this is why I'm gonna be going for that. Because who doesn't like to have eating books in front of them, and that always makes things cool. Deselect. So this is a cool looking book, and then we're gonna go for something that is fun. Need to lower this guy because that's the idea. Needs to see it happening. Now we're going to be looking at this, deselect, and now if we are reverting the transforming, mirror the horizontal layer, so then now it's that way. Now we can see what the problem is with the book itself, so that's good. So we know now that this bomb needs to be a little more longer. The rest is actually almost correct. We need to have need to have this hand to be over here a little bit. And then we need to get this part right here needs to be fixed. So we're gonna cut this out and then move it. So this part right here needs to be a little bit lower and less wide. So we need to turn it a little bit. Or we could go for this instead. It would actually fix it all. Now we need to remove the tooth to getting more pointy, like so. And then get this part right here up and running like that. Yep. Deselect. Now we need to look at again. So now we're gonna go again. We're gonna transform this layer into the horizontal layers. We get the thing again. That looks far more better. And then we're gonna get this big giant book jumping with a lot of being like this. That is lovely, but we need to get it jumped in. Oh yes, I know exactly how we can do that. So we're gonna go for something like a book hydra. There you go, a book hydra. Yeah, that's more of the spirit. So we want to have like a book hydra. So this guy is stealing a book, and this hydra is like, "Hey, you cannot steal a book. That's evil." So we're gonna go for like Sushinai. Yeah, something more demon. Yeah, that's actually far more menacing. That's so much better. So we have a book hydra. So we're gonna go for more book hydras. So we're gonna go for more books like that. So we're gonna copy this. We're gonna copy this so that we have like multiple of this. So copy, deselect, and then paste. So we have a second one. We can use this to get to the second one, which we're gonna be like so. But it needs to be a little more tinier, like so. Yeah. Now I need to see if this book. Now I need to merge them again, so I have them both on one layer. So we're going to be merging this with the other one. So merge with the layer below. So we have one layer again. Then need to remove the parts that we don't need. Just like that. And then we're going to go looking at this beautiful drawing again, and then go for horizontal, and then we can see if this works. Yes, it works properly. Now we can add the tongue to it. Actually, that's actually a very helpful tip, you know, getting the horizontal part done. So yeah, I'm gonna be adding, you know, this lovely tooth to it. So lovely tooths, nom nom nom, nom nom nom, and then, you know, lovely tooths here as well. So now this is already looking like a good sketch. We're not even there yet, but this actually looks quite cool. Alright, so we have the tooth, we have the mouth, we have the face. Oh, come on. What was there? So, yep. There you go. Fix that. Fix this part. Gonna be adding the same idea. So this is a book Hydra. How nice of it, you know, to be a book Hydra. So yeah, let's see. We need a third head because, you know, that's important. We need to have a third head being all sneaky like. Being all sneaky like, you know. This is a Hydra head. So we can go for here and then put it right there. We still have the copy, so we can go again, paste it. So we have again the copy of the Hydra head. Look at that. Whoa, very spooky indeed. Look at that face of the man to be like spooky scared. Alright, now we need to just lower it a little bit. You know, get the mouth a little bit to the right, just like that. So, you know, this is gonna be my experience properly with the whole damn thing in total, because, you know, it's gonna be a lot of work, and you know, I represent my work with a lot of demons coming out of the ground. You know, all these wild ideas getting totally ruined by it. So yeah, this is the Hydra book. So it's a big giant. It's a big giant beast coming out of the ground, coming out of the wooden planks. You know. So this is the Hydra. Yep, let's go for that. So yeah, it's a Hydra, and now I need to figure out how I'm gonna be doing this part right here. So I want to include something here that makes it fun to look at. So I think I will get these Hydra heads underneath the ceiling right here. So I want to have them underneath this broken, like so, and be like broke out of the wooden planks out of the ground. So we need to get, like, you know, broken planks right here and there. Probably not the best way of doing it. Probably not the best way of drawing them at all, but I want this to be done by 1 hour. So that is the cool idea, you know. So we're gonna be making this like boom, bursting out, you know, out of the ground kind of look to it. Or I can go in and he's like, oh my, I just have this book, and, you know, I just try to write a book, try to rewrite a book, and these Hydras are coming at me. No. It's the worst kind of book ever, but there you go. Now I can look at it again, so we're going to be transforming it again into the horizontal layer. Ooh, No. Transform it back again in horizontal layer. Merge this with the other one. Merge it with the group. Now I can transform it. And transform it into the horizontal layer to see what is going on. Alright. It actually looks quite cool. There you go, fix that part. And he's technically going for a book with a pencil on it, so. And he's like, oh no, I want to rewrite this book. And then, you know, these hydras are coming up out of the ground while he's near the stand of, you know, making a cool book. So, yeah, table stand. Let's go for that. Alright. So this is the idea. And now we need to add some more culture to it. So we can go for like wooden planks until right here. Getting some cool looking wooden planks. I'm gonna be doing that. Let's see. Wooden planks like so. You know, get some cracky planks into it as well. Because we don't need to pay too much attention. We need to see how this is gonna be working out. So let's see. So this is like the cool effect of it. Alright, now is the question. We technically want to do something here, so we need to have like a bottle of ink being on the table, like so. Some cool looking sticks. Yep. Cool looking sticks, a pencil, board, and some I know, a lovely scent candle. Let's go for that. Lovely scent candle on some old, you know. There you go. So if I want to draw this properly, I need to draw this book like so. And I need to draw this like so. So he has this book. You want to rewrite this book, and then, you know, these hydras show up. Alright, cool. These book hydras. So that's the idea. Now we're going to be putting it into action. First things first, we need to lower the size a little bit, not too much. And we're going to be creating the layout for the hydras. Of course, you know, we don't want to make this too hard because apparently, you know, the YouTube doesn't allow more than 200 MB. So if we keep it to that amount of stuff, we are good to go. So it's gonna be probably a little bit simplistic. It's probably gonna be a little bit simplistic, but you know, I'm gonna make it as good as we can without, you know, ruining anything. So book hydras, go. So first we're gonna be just drawing the book hydra necks, and we're gonna be connecting them to the part that we need to be connected to, which is this part right here, which is connected to the Mm. Why is this such a hard thing to draw? There you go. And then we can go for here. And now if we're just putting this right here, we can then get everything up and running. And then there you go. Look how cool they are. Book hydras. You don't want to deal with book hydras, I will tell you that. For certainty, you know, they're smart. They're book smart. They're not really smart, they're book smart. But you know, it counts as a principle. So, alright. So we have now the first book hydra down. Now we're gonna look at this book hydra to see if it is actually worth, you know, to see if it is actually working quite well. We're gonna be transforming the image again. We're gonna be transforming the image horizontally to see if we made any mistakes here. Well, one thing is for sure, the place where it's all connected looks a little bit off. So does the mouthpiece. So if we make it more like so, it will work better. And then that would actually make it far more better than right now it is. Yeah, let's go for that. Now we can also see that we actually need to have a second row here as well. And then you can say like, well, what do you want? Well, we want this to be here, and then this again, and then this again. Alright. So, let's see. Now I need to fix this part right here, which is like ugly as hell. So I'm gonna fix this. We still want the menacing eye, but we don't want to. What if we add this part to it? There you go. Now, if we look at this, it looks far more better. And now, if we deselect it, we'll transform it again back into the original place where it's supposed to be. You can see now that it actually works well. Yep. We even don't need this part right here. We don't even need that because we already have the jawline. Alright, book Hydra 1 is down. Nice. So we're going to be putting in next Hydra in because, you know, we want to draw all the Hydras that we want. Let's go for the one that is actually very sneaky about this. You know, we don't want to rush anything here, but we want to explain to the audience that he is trying to read a book, trying to write a book, and he's getting disturbed by these Hydras. Because, you know, Hydras are cool. Yep. It's really hard to keep a straight line here, but I tried my best here. And now we're going to be adding the eye right here. And then we're going to go for now we need to get this up and running, so we need to go over here. Now we're going to be looking at if this Hydra is also drawn properly. Rotate, no. Transform, horizontally. That Hydra looks actually quite decent. Even though, again, so what is wrong with this? Let's see. This part is overdone. Don't need that. This part is decent. That is decent, and the rest does make sense. All right. So now we're gonna be going back into layer, view, rotate. No. Oh, I can just mirror horizontally. Oh, alright. Well, let's go horizontally again. And then select, and then we need to transform this. Alright, so if we want to do the full look into the image, we can actually do the, what is it? Image rotate. Okay. Thanks. Thanks, game. Oh well, thanks. Alright, now we're gonna go for the second one. Ooh, very spooky. I'm gonna go for the last one, which is like, you know, from the ground up, the shortest one. There you go. There you go. Just like I drew it. Absolutely not, but you know, a little bit change can always happen. So that is a lovely thing. You know, we have now this one. And now if we want to see if this is actually properly, now we can see like, well, you know, we want to rotate, we want to mirror, see if it worked. That one is actually quite well done. Alright, cool. Just need to fix this part right here and we're all good to go. And we need to remove this part. Doesn't make any sense. By the ton. Alright. Now we're going to be moving it again, so we're going to be mirror image again. Now we have this done. Now we have the three boys all together, which is quite great. So, now we've done that, we now need to get the color up and running because, well, you know, we're a little bit on time here because, you know, we wanted to get this done by today. 30 minutes, well, that's a decent amount of stuff we can do it. So this is the first one we're gonna go for, so this is one of the first. I think we're gonna go for like green books. A green tentacle on the book, that is actually a quite good idea. And then we're gonna go for something brownish. No. To move this downwards, so greenish on the book, green is on the tentacle. And then some brownish on the parts that we don't want. So brownish on the book. So these are book hydras. They look not like books, they don't act like books, but they are called book hydras because they are in the library. And they look very bland and square. That's why. You could also call them big old chompies, but you know, want to keep the cool looking. So the big old chompies are gonna be doing chompiness. And then we want to go for some red eyes because, you know, everybody loves some menacing red eyes. Big old chompies. Then we want to have something like, I don't know, white teeth. Yeah, let's go for that. Probably gonna be fixing the brown effect on this. Of course I forgot to put some mouth teeth in it, but oh, that already looks great. Now we're gonna be making sure that we are not gonna be causing too much trouble here, so we're gonna be going for a pickle chompy is gonna be like looking like this. Yeah, sure, why not? So the inside is not gonna be looking like that, and the outside is gonna be looking like this. Alright. That's a cool looking big old chompy. That's a lovely little skin of a look. You know, it's not the best, but it matters that they look menacing, which, they look menacing, I'll tell you that. So, now we have the colors done, we can now add a second one. So this one is below this, so we're going to be adding this into that part. So we have this color, and now we have this one. So that one is underneath this one, so we're going to be picking up the color again. We're going to be working on this. Now, just like that. That's not how it works, right? I forgot to put this one down. Alright. Now I can see it. Alright, good. And now I didn't put it on the wrong layer. So yeah. Big old chompies, big old funsy onesies. So this is gonna be our lovely new image of, you know, our lovely bun trying to write a book. Yeah, it's gonna be a horrible mess because, you know, these are all these grammatical errors that are consisting in our drawings and all the inaccuracy that is gonna be in there. Of course, you know, there's no goofiness here. No, only hydras, only hydras, only big giant chumpy hydras with a bloodlust for meat and bones and all that stuff. So yeah, the hydras are cool. The hydras are great. They're blocky because, you know, they're looking like books. Well, they're not looking like books, but they feel like, you know, they're out of this world. Yeah. And that's why you call them book hydras in the first place. So yeah, book hydras. Fun guys? Probably yes. Great for parties. I would recommend them 10 out of 10. And they're gonna cause a lot of commotion because, you know, you're having book hydras on the menu. So yeah, book hydras. One of those people that you don't invite on your birthday party because they're probably gonna be ruining yours. If you're not careful, of course. That is. Alright. Now I need to get this done. Of course, this is all gonna be looking very, you know, it's not gonna be looking great because I'm actually rushing towards, you know, getting all the colors in so that I can then work properly on it. And I think I will work on it later on tomorrow so that we have like a cool picture of it in total. I know that would, you know, not that would actually consider me to fail this, but you know, I'm fine failing it. I want to produce some good art, so that's why. It's not rushed, actually. It is rushed, but it is not rushed in the way of how I think it is going to be rushed. It's more like I just want to have a simplistic kind of fun drawing that is consistent in its art style when it comes to these things. He's already regretting the decision of editing that book. Ah, I love it. And that's how you do it. You make your bum regret the decision that he tries to edit this book or create this new book. Because somebody, I am not telling anybody, I'm not gonna be pointing any fingers here, but somebody tried to read a book, well, tried to edit a book and didn't set it specifically. Well, the person that said where you could edit the book didn't set specifically that people in there would not like it. Because, you know, he disturbed the hydras, that's the whole joke. So yeah. In the meantime, we're gonna be just drawing cool looking hydras with cool looking backgrounds and cool looking effects. Hold on. Why am I drawing? Oh, I'm drawing it on the wrong layer. This is the wrong layer, isn't it? Wait, hold on. Ah, I see. Well, then we need to put this down. Sorry, but lines go before color, so therefore I need to put it down. Alright, now we're going to be adding this lovely stream of light again. So we're going to make this wacky looking adventure, you know, getting this effect of like being in the library, getting ambushed by hydras, all that lovely stuff. Well, they're not hydras, but I would say they have 3 heads, so hydra. Oh, I see what I did there wrong. Alright, I need this color again. Which one is it? This one. It's this one. So yeah, gotta make some lovely hydras and then, you know, let them stand out in the background with their brown mouth, well, grey mouths and big giant white teeth and yellow, very traffic light yellow necks. Yeah, I think that is a very good explanation why they would be very spooky to get into mangled with, you know, be like, oh my god, what the hell is this for kind of abomination? And you realize like, well, these are book hydras, and then you're like, what the hell? Those are book hydras, they don't even look like books. And then everybody's like, well, you know, they have square mouth. So yeah, that's why they're called book hydras. It's like, you know, having a necromancer that can resurrect the dead by dancing and then call it a necro dancer, you know? Be like a cool 80s movie villain. So yeah, that's all the fun about naming. I'm not thinking about it that much. 40 minutes in. Well, I can get the bum done as well. Good. We're gonna get the bum done. So this is all gonna be that part. So it's almost at our limit by just drawing this right now. So only 200 left. So if I would make this and I would, you know, redraw it a little bit and then fix the, it already gets really big if you realize how big it is. So this will probably be like around 500, and then I need to reduce it down to 200 by, you know, default. So yeah, gonna be doing that as well because it's necessary. So we need to get this art drawing done. There you go. Our lovely friend just got a book, and that book just fucked him over big time because he just wanted to draw. He just wanted to, you know, write on this book, on this empty book, and the bookers are saying like, no, you cannot read on that. How dare you disturb our library? Meh. Yeah. Hydras are dicks. Especially book hydras, you know, they're picky upon what kind of books can be in the library. Like, they can be smart books, they can be cool books, but you know, no books drawn by artificial intelligence. That's impossible. That's not how the books work. So yeah, Hydra's a pissed. Gonna be beating the living shit out of this bomb if he doesn't get the fuck out of here. Of course he's not one. Of course he's the guy who is not, you know. He was not informed about this. He didn't saw, you know, this threat coming from a mile away. The guy in the library said like, yeah. Just don't disturb the book hider, and then he's like, alright, I will not disturb the book hider, and didn't ask any questions how you can disturb the book hider. So yeah. It's common knowledge that there would be a book hider in the library, but you know, nobody disturbs the book hider. This is also why you need to be silenced, because, you know, otherwise the book hider is gonna get you. So yeah, Barman is not gonna be having a good day because he's a very bad person right now, trying to write a cool looking story, and then seeing that the book hider is like, no, you cannot write a cool story because I say so. Alright. Well, that's a very not very good table, let's put it that way, but I need to put in perspective, so like this, probably, yeah. Let's see if it now works. Image. Horizontal image. That feed is off. And that table is actually off as well. So let's fix that. We're gonna go for a tiny table because technically that's exactly what we're asking. So we're asking for a tiny table, and we're gonna get a tiny table. Alright. Now we have a tiny table with tiny little legs. Technically I should have moved this part. I should move this leg right here. I'm very bad at making 3D designs, don't get me wrong here. I might be a 3D modeler, but when it comes to drawing them, ooh, I'm not the best. Definitely not the best because I'm like, not very used to it, but no. There you go. Fix this part. So now it should be less off if I put it like so. Alright. This is the background, right? This is the background. I can move this table, right? Yes, I can move this table. Alright, so we're gonna move this table right here. So it's still on the part where we need to be. This needs to be tinier. No. Technically this is like the table that needs to be like this. So if we have the table, then there is supposed to be here something, but it's not shown on that side. Alright, cool. Now the table is there. Now we need to see if it works. So horizontal image. Alright, now the table is there indefinitely. And then again, mirror image. It's funny to flip around all this stuff. And then again, well, that is good enough. Even though, it is a little bit sketched, it's still good enough for me in most cases. Alright. Now, let's see. We have that, and how much time do we have left? Well, 1 minute, actually. So we can make the background as well, so we're gonna do that as well. Just gonna get the background up and running. So we have this debris up and running. Technically we need to move this upwards before this. So we have this, and then we have like, debris coming out of this part right here. And then some debris coming out of this part right here, which causes a lot of commotion. Debris going up. And there you go. So what has this to do with magical girls or writing a magical girl story? Well, you know how everything goes wanky wonk once you're gonna go from magic and all that stuff. Well, this is what you do when you want to write a book about magical girl stories, and you realize like how fucked up everything goes once you realize like, oh my god, I wrote this, I wrote that, and then everything goes to a cliche, which is a very problematic thing that can happen. And you need to realize that before it's too late, which is hard, Same as, I'm now trying to write some villains into the story, and some of the villains are actually quite fun to write. And yeah, we now have actually a cool new super villain instead of Anglerman as well. This villain is actually introduced after Anglerman, so he's an archaeologist, and his nickname is actually Awesome Man. So, but he's not just an awesome man; he's a Mexican awesome man, which is quite cool. Like, you have this Spanish-speaking kind of dude who likes to likes to use relics of the past to try to get hold of the blue crystal because he wants to have that power. Because he realized, like, oh my god, she can make magic. So don't mind me. What would happen if I can use magic and then use the artifacts from the museum? Yes, awesome idea. The funny thing is that this guy actually can escape every single time. Because he has this kind of an asshole lawyer who rigs the whole system in his favor. So every single time he escapes, he doesn't escape. He just wins the lawsuit against him, and he says like, "I was just doing my business, man," and everybody believes him, even though it was totally rigged from the start. What turns out to be that the advisor, the guy who is the guy who he hires is actually mind controlling the people around him to set him free. So he uses mind control powers. So he has mind control powers. He has actually I believe I'm gonna give him a gem. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a gem. Fuck it. I'm gonna give him a gem. I'm gonna give him the power. I'm gonna give him the black one. Yeah, black one is gonna be mind control. Let's go for that. That's cool. So yeah, this guy is gonna be an asshole, and he's gonna be the main problem from the first. He's gonna be a main problem in the later chapters. So you don't see a lot of work from him, but you will see like newspapers popping up like, hey, this guy just won a law case, even though he was literally the guy who did it. But of course, no evidence has been found, or people just died because that's how he rules. So yeah, this guy is mind controlling people and using the inside connection of Mr. Awesome Man to Mr. Mateos. Yes, Mr. Mateos is his real name, and he is like a real dick. A real dick. He's like he wants to be in a spotlight for most cases, and he's an attention. Well, he's not an attention hugger, but he's just being like, haha, I can get that magic and I can make profit out of it, yes, and then use that profit to do whatever he wants to do. So that's the idea. That's Mini Awesome Man. I think that's actually quite a cool name. Oh yeah, I know now what the name is for the Spanish. I know now what the name is for the real name. It's not Awesome Man. It's Marvoloso. Yes, Mr. Marvoloso, which is technically Spanish for awesome. Well, not awesome actually. Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful man. Wonderful man. It's not awesome man. It's wonderful man who uses relics that he gained from his diggings to use against the girls, and eventually he loses some battles and he gets lawsuited and eventually gets out again, tries to do it again, figures out it doesn't work, teams up with Mr. Angus, and then things go really, really bad for the girls at that point because they get captured. And then, Marveloso is gonna have a talk with the purple lady. The purple lady says that she will agree with it, but she's gonna get the green gem. She's gonna get the green gem. He's gonna get the blue gem, and that's how the connection between the main head villain and the other one is. Well, Mr. Butler is in the background doing some other stuff because Marveloso is just a guy who hires some security goons to do his job. The only time when the Devil's Advocate is coming through to rescue him is just when he loses when he's actually losing the case because way too many people saw what happened. All right. I think that's it for now. Tomorrow I will work on this. So this is gonna be on the me one. So I'm gonna be going on digitating, and then I'm gonna go to me. I'm gonna be saying this is gonna be the new thumbnail story of awesomeness. Story of awesomeness. Eventually, you know, the archaeologist is gonna be losing, which gives which then he loses some of his artifacts, which one of them is gonna be used by Mina herself to be even more stronger than before. So that's how the connection between the villain and the superpower and the the power-ups are gonna be happening. So some villains drop loot. Meh. Why? Because, you know, he technically failed, and what you're gonna do with the power of whatever that thing did, and, well, you know, Mina is smart enough to know that that thing is magical, so therefore she's gonna take care of it. Either destroy it or use it, and, well, sometimes it's gonna be using instead of destroying. So yeah, that's the thing. I think the first amulet is gonna be like something very easy, very nice combination. I think it's gonna be 2 or 3 artifacts that are working together, and once one is down, the other one will cover up for it. But once you figure out the timing, you can actually disable one and then cause the other two to malfunction. I think that's a cool idea. Like, you know, when you play a song, but you cannot play the guitar to play the song that you need to mind control someone, for instance. You want to play a song to to charm someone to do something for you, like rob a bank or something like that. But the guitar snares just froze. Huh? Oh no! I cannot play my guitar. My song doesn't work. Everybody gets disenchanted. Everybody knows that and nobody knows that I did it, but you know, you're powerless. That's the idea. Something like that, but then a little more difficult with, well, a little bit different. I think I'm gonna be going for flying. Flying in combination with fireballs and what is more fun? And strength. Yeah, let's go for strength, like bull strength, and then go for like the Egyptian relics first. So flying, fireballs, and horse strength. So well, the ox strength. So I want to combine them, or I'm gonna be putting them into a combination, and then figure out how I'm gonna be putting them to the ground. All right. So yeah. That's good, but I don't want to give them too powerful powers. That means I need to lower down the power of the villain as well. No, that's all gonna be. It's gonna be all later, but you get the point. Mina's gonna get more powers by defeating the archaeologist, Mr. Mako. What was it again? Hold on. Yeah, I am always forgetting that name. It's so stupid. Names are not fun because I always forget names. It's so stupid for me. All right, story of awesomeness. Mr. Mateos. Yes. And then his nickname is Marveloso because he always finds new relics on his dig site, which is quite cool. So technically, eventually he might be, you know, no longer a villain, and then because he got screwed over by the purple lady, and then, you know, turns out and then tries to help the girls instead. I think that might be a cool idea. Like have his day turn around, but then the devil advocate is like, how about fucking no? And then, you know, he gets beaten up by it and then tries to beg for mercy. Well, not beg for mercy, but gets back to working for him eventually because, you know, he gets blackmailed. Alright. Save. I think that's it for today. Alright, thanks all for watching, and I hope I'll see you all next time. I'll try to get this thumbnail done by tomorrow so that we can finally start on something new. Until then, I wish you all a lovely day, and bye!